Welcome in everybody to the world tour. In the corner of the screen, it is day 6,999. And it's late enough to sleep right now. Look at this. Day 7,000. Read it and wait, chat. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. 7,000 days. So welcome in. If you haven't seen the 6,000 day or previous world tours, I will go in more detail on some of the items that I've shown off before in those previous world tours. So check those out if you see something that I kind of gloss over. And check out Twitch where we build all this live. Now, onto that. The room we're looking in right now is our storage room. This is massive. I think it holds 82 million something items. We have every block in the game filtered, some of them multiple times here, like nether bricks and whatnot, because we got lots of them. There's over, I think, well over 500,000 sand in the system, because we mined over 1 million of that, but we've used a ton. There's not above these chests, there's actually stacks of barrels. That's how we fit everything, and that's why everything's on the roof. It's totally awesome. It's overkill, but that's how we roll. Absolutely massive. So when we head up out from underground, I'll just fly straight up in the air for you guys all to see. We are on our base island, complete with custom biomes on each of the sub-islands. Now, the foundation for each of these are in, each with their custom-made terrain by me, and the custom colors. Concrete powder is what it's made out of, but we do not have any detail work in yet. We are actually actively working on our Skelly farm so we can get enough beacons to make sure to cover the entire island. No matter where you're at, you're gonna have every beacon status. If you see these orange and blue squares that are in a perfect grid around here, we have beacon bases down at the Bedrock to cover the entire island set with all beacon effects. It's gonna be great once we get the farm fully operational, which you will see how far we've gotten to that here in a bit. So let's just go over each of these real quick. The ones that we went into detail on in the last tour, I'm not gonna go too much into detail again because I'd like to spend more time talking about the new stuff. But first here is the blue biome. Here we got the Empire Village building. There's no states in Minecraft, so we got the Empire Village building. And inside of it actually is our villager trading hall. You can see them lined up against this wall. There's 36 slots on each floor and 301 villagers total, if you include Zombie Zopa, who he dressed up for Halloween. He's our receptionist. Here, let me grab this out. This is gonna be super helpful. Zombie Nitwit Zopa. He's our receptionist, but you know, he dressed up for Halloween and he's just like still in the spirit. It's like January, but whatever. So yeah, this is the blue biome. There's nothing else here for now, but I have plans. We have plans for all of this. Next biome is our black biome. This one is a gradual slope up from sea level to some very sheared off cliffs. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. Goes all the way around and then it slopes down slowly. We have some mob pens down there, but the main deal here is this is 2 Razeworks designed nether tree farms. The one on the left farms the green trees, the one on the right farms the red trees, and the TNT gets created and dropped down and blows them up, and it goes and fills up all this storage. It also gets us shroom lights, so it's very helpful. I love this farm. It's how we get all of our wood. Over here, I think this is who made this? This is also by Razeworks. This is a concrete converter. You stand here with your concrete powder and it pushes it over and then blows it up, and down here at the bottom you get out your solid concrete blocks, and it's pretty lossless. Oh, Zopa says that's his birthday outfit. Oh, okay. All right. So then the pink biome is where our base is. This is where we flew up out of. I have designs that is going to go over top of this in my mind, that we're going to build a really cool entrance, but we're just not there yet. The only other thing here in the pink biome actually is our nether portal. This is built in the original villager house that was here before we terraformed it. So it's been there for ages. Next biome here is the green one. Up top you can see we actually have a drown farm. We use this for tridents and nautilus shells. Well, and copper. We built it before before copper was in the game, so we inadvertently got copper from it. And that square here is actually where the footprint of where this is, and we're gonna build a skyscraper to go up and cover that up, since the world height got raised. But then we also have our pirate sheep over here. It's a sheep farm and a pirate ship. And then we're gonna turn this U-shaped hill into a pirate cove or shantytown type deal. Then we got the massive sugarcane farm. This is a Tango Tech design for the redstone that we have adapted to being absolutely ridiculous. If you are a longtime member of the channel, you guys, or anyone really with enough channel points, can redeem armor stands whenever we finish a project. So you'll see these all over the place around our big projects. But this sugarcane farm produces at an alarming rate. If you watch up here on the top of the screen, you can see how quickly the sugarcane just piles in here. And it's not filled up all of the barrels yet, but it's well over half of it is full, I bet. Let's see, is this full? No. Ooh, we've gotten some to there. Okay, it's filling up around here right now. So not over half. We really don't need that much, so we haven't like been in this area too much to get any more, because once you have a one wall worth of sugarcane, I mean, you're set. So absolutely wonderful, and you can see right out the skylight. Million, thank you for the Prime sub. Alerts are disabled right now because we're recording for the YouTubes. Over here is my cactus farm. I don't remember if it was what do you call it? I don't know if this was done during the last world tour or not, but this is a Ilmango design for his very efficient lossless farm, and it's amazing, and it's actually filled up everything that we have here, and I'm pretty sure cactus is just getting yeeted out. Yeah, cactus is just how much cactus is here, chat? We just picked up over a stack that was just on the ground. So yeah, you know, it's pretty good. It's actually amazing for what we need. It's we got what we need, the green dye, to build the concrete powder of the green biome. On TikTok, a lot of people are asking about the why we would do such a cactus farm, because this was one of my first TikToks that ever blew up. And it's like, well, we needed it to make the green biome green because it's made out of green concrete powder. So that's it here on the green biome. Next, the purple biome has some amazing features, chat. This here is the diamond yeeting shrine. We have a lava pit made out of diamond blocks in the shape of a diamond that we throw diamonds into for followers. And chat, look above my head, every 25 follows we burn a diamond, and we just hit 4,125 followers this stream. So it just gets to be immortalized in the world tour. Get your pogs ready, chat. Take book. We are on follower 4125 on 1/26/22. We got to get our diamond. You also cost me XP because 4125. Here we go, chat. Followers, thank you so much for being here. All 4,125 of you. This is how much you mean to me. Let me raise that goal. And there it is. So that's a thing we've had going since I've had 400 followers. There's been hundreds of diamonds burnt there. But diamond eating shrine. That sounds lovely. No, it doesn't hurt my teeth because I have gold teeth, right? You know, gold's harder than diamonds, you know? Here is our Squid Farm. Look at this. This used to be a river. We completely got rid of all the riverness around here. And that little netherrack hut is where we would stand if we wanted this to get optimal efficiency. But it is a wonderful design, I think, by Logical Geek Boy. If we head down here, the output's not actually in the overworld. Yeah, Logical Geek Boy. This is actually where zombified piglins come to die. And chickens, apparently, because they spawn in the portals. The output of Squid Ink is actually in the Nether, and it looks pretty cool. I'll show it to you guys here in a bit. When we get to the Nether portion. Also, part of the pink biome, or purple biome, is our mob grinder with our king slime up there. If you guys don't know, I'm obviously a pink slime myself, so we built him in my likeness. And let's just run up here really quick. I think one of the builds you weren't here for. Ooh, imagine missing a build. I'm just kidding, chat. I'm the only one who has to be here every day. Anyone that shows up at all is just an absolute god tier homie. So we can head up the podium he's in, where we come to the chests where all the drops go to. Ooh, gunpowder. We're actually really low on gunpowder, so I'm gonna actually take this. I did not know it was here. But when you go up, oh, this is designed by Deathridge, but I think he took down his tutorial. This is where the items come out of the big head, or the big slime head, and you just stand here and whack them, and it's absolutely wonderful. I love it. Now, onto the white biome. We've done a lot of work on the white biome since the last tour. Not only did we cover the mountain in white concrete powder, which took the most concrete out of any of these biomes by far, and a creeper might have blown it up, I forgot to patch it. Chat, someone's got to remind me to patch that this stream. Probably, that'd be helpful. This biome has many things, and I'm gonna go briefly over the things that we have been over before. This is a super old skeleton spawner farm to get us bone meal, or to get us bones. We don't use it anymore. It's completely empty down there, but you know, they all spawn, they drop, they come to a point, we whack them with looting 3. But this big tower you're seeing here floating in the air is the marble monument. Last stream, or last world tour, it was definitely much smaller. The second tower might not have even existed. And it hit the old 117 build height. That's why we had to start. We're actually planning on moving this whole thing eventually, and I hope to have that done by the 8,000 day world tour. That'll lead us here to our Christmas build. For everyone that was here the week of Christmas, I did actually stream Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because we didn't go out of town due to, you know, COVID and whatnot. So we have a gingerbread house and a Christmas tree, and it's absolutely wonderful how many people participated in redeeming armor stands here. Beautiful. I am not gonna sleep even though it's nighttime, because we just want to keep it day 7,000 as long as possible. Look at this cozy little house, you know, people warming up by the fire, Santa Bob getting his cookies and milk, you know, Rye the cat jumping on the Christmas bed. You know how it is. Wonderful time. Yeah, there's people up on the roof, on the chimney. We got, you know, little gumdrops, they're mini heads, or mob blocks, and ornaments on the tree, presents, and all this stuff. It was great, and it was a fun time. I think we actually built this on Christmas Day. up here at the top of the mountain. And I think we're gonna maybe keep it a tradition if we're here next winter or this next Christmas, we're gonna add more to it. But this is the most recent farm that we literally just finished 2 days ago. This is our bee farms. So we have 3 bee farms. We have a honey hive that farms us honeycomb. A beehive that farms us honeycomb, a bee nest that farms us honey bottles, and a bee that is a bee breeder. So let's start by entering the butt hole right above the stinger. Just walk right on in. You got the welcoming committee, and this is a bee breeder designed by Exumavoid or Beezuma back in season 7 of Hermitcraft. The bees are not going to come out because it's off and it's nighttime, but you get adult bees over here, and then you can stand on this side and breed them through the slots, and the babies will fit through the slots and come to the roses, while the adults can't fit through the slots and they stay over here. Babies make their way into these hives, and you can break these hives with Silk Touch. And it's obviously inside of the bee here. And then we got a little bit of redstone down here for, you know, the pistons you see. It's absolutely wonderful. We bred up hundreds of bees this way. Hundreds of bees. You're about to see why we needed so many, because if we enter through the opening on the bee nest, we fly into the honey bottle farm. So this has 2 rows of 30 beehives, each containing 3 bees. And during the day, they, pollinate off of those leaves or those bushes or whatever, and they get us honey bottles. We just finished this and we emptied it. So we've gotten several stacks of honey blocks from it, but it's nighttime. They're not going right now. But it is pretty quick. This was designed by Ilmango, but we followed Gecko's world download tutorial. And then over here is the honeycomb version, same exact farm, and we get honeycomb from it. This one is actually faster than the other one because you get multiple honeycomb per harvest, I think. So it's great. We have access to the redstone for both of them here in the side. They have automatic off switches for if the storage fills up or if it runs out of shears, or the other one has bottles. So, you know, we have a ton of shears you can put up here, and it's pretty great. And these are inside the giant pixel art builds that I was just showing. Oh, we do have a place to put the empty water bottles. Chat wants me to show you that. And then they'll go back up through the top and be sorted back in. So it's absolutely wonderful. We spent probably a whole week on this whole bee part, but I just really love how it's literally coming out of the side of the mountain. It's amazing. Excuse me. Last thing here on the island is actually the entrance into the mountain. We're gonna make this a proper cave entrance eventually and have a whole cave. Oh, this is like the first time we've seen the beehives from the inside of the mountain, I think. Look at that. There's a little bit of scaffolding and, you know, blocks that are the wrong color. But you're not gonna see this in the end product. But in here is actually our caves, where we're gonna have like a cave campsite. And these tents all represent different stages of the island. The first stage of the island here is obviously the default state before we decided to do the project of terraforming everything. This is what it looked like, and I've saved maps of every step of the project. So once we decided on the project, we flattened it all down to sea level, and this is what it looked like after that. After flattening it down to sea level, we actually did all of the shaping of the land with moss. So, you know, all the hills and bumps and mountain that we built, you can see it here all built in moss. There was even one valley here in the pink biome that goes below sea level. You can see some of the farms you see now, like that's the drowned farm. The pirate sheep was there. The mob grinder, the pet tower right? It's all there. And then this is after we made it colorful. So obviously we don't have things like the Christmas tree up here. We don't have the bee farm up here, but we do have some of the other aspects, and it looks awesome. And we're gonna be actually building a 5th tent here really soon, and that's gonna be like a live map thing where, you know, maybe monthly we update it. Maybe the first of every month or the last of every month we go and update the maps to be able to see the overhead of it. But we probably won't start doing that until we build our caves, because we want it to look like you're in an enormous cave with dripstone ceilings and lush floors. It's going to be completely custom, and the new 118 or 117 cave blocks are really gonna help us pull that off. Yeah, so that's everything on the island. I think it's been absolutely amazing. Let me show you guys what we've been doing in other places, because there is a lot more going on in this world. A lot more. So we have our Nether Tunnel system. We have blue ice floors that we travel on boats with. But before we go on the boats, this is new. This is our new landing pad for when we need to go outside into the open nether. We have this landing pad so we can just fly off of it, go do all of our nether exploring if we need to find a bastion or a fortress or whatever. And then, you know, we got a very recognizable landing pad and staircase to get back up. All of it completely spawn proof and safe, and it's wonderful. If you're wondering what the texture is, this is a Vanilla Tweaks new black or darker bedrock. I want to go this way first. Because over here, this is the portal where the squid ink sacs come through. They get picked up, loaded into shulker boxes, and then we just get shulker boxes full of ink sacs. We already took so much to the overworld that we don't even care about these. These have just been residually filling up when we're in the area, in the overworld, and we don't need them. Because, I mean, honestly, who needs that much black dye? Me, I do. Thank you very much. Next thing down this tunnel, it's really close, I'm not gonna hop in the boat. Next thing down this tunnel is our piglin. Hold on, let me do this really quick before they get mad at me. Safer to have the gold on. And I want to show you our piglin bartering farm. This was designed by Nembomb. We load in the gold evenly across these 8 chests, and then we come down here and open. Ooh, okay, some of them are angry at me. Just them. That's really weird. But it dispenses the gold to them, and then they can throw the gold at us, or they throw the drops at us, and it falls down this hole. And when it falls down that hole, it then gets pushed over these ice paths that have a ton of item sorters that each have a shulker loader to load up shulker boxes worth of their drops. That can chew through a shulker box of gold blocks in like half an hour. So it's pretty awesome. And we can get tons of drops. Like, look at these nether bricks. We need this for the ghast farm, and you'll see why soon. And this is where we get all of our gravel from. There's no gravel here, but all the gravel that we use to make all that all that concrete powder for the island bases came from here. If you want to see just how much blackstone we've gotten from it, we've gotten probably an equal amount of gravel from it as well. That's almost 2 double chests of shulker box full of blackstone. So we can build whatever we want out of blackstone, and that's pretty awesome. And obviously obsidian and crying obsidian is great to have. We have some of these things turned off, like ender pearls. This lever here actually controls whether or not these shulker boxes will fill up, because we did so much redstone to make this work perfectly. And yeah, this was designed by Nembomb, and the shulker loaders were designed by Samos the Sage, because we needed double speed shulker loaders. If you don't know what those are, it's amazing, and you should check out his video, obviously. So last down this tunnel, in the last world tour, we completely disregarded it and we didn't even go, but this is our end portal. We have not decorated the end portal room like I want to. We're gonna do that eventually, and we have more reason to do so now because we've actually made a farm in the end. So if we go through to the end, our island is completely default. No dragon, of course. We've only killed it twice, as you can see these. But if we go through this portal, there we are. Right over here, maybe. There it is, just paused the game. I didn't know how close it was. We're not gonna go that close, actually. This is our Wither Rose Farm. So what this is a spawning platform for Endermen to drop down onto one of those bedrock portals that has a wither stuck inside of it. And the wither is shooting at some Endermen down there, and the wither will explode the Enderman and drop us wither roses. And we stand right up here on this little pink platform. So let me see if I can land up here. Ooh, nope. Nope, that didn't work. I can usually land on things pretty good. Apparently not right now, though. So yeah, you see the Endermen. They all are getting attracted towards that Endermite, and they fall down. And there is presumably explosions being sent off in this direction. Yep, you can hear them. I don't want to break it, so we're gonna get far away again. And here we go. The Endermen are in the boat to make the withers shoot at the Enderman. So we made this impromptu. We weren't planning on making it. It was a necessity. I was not planning on doing anything in the end. I'll be completely honest. For a while, at least. So let's take this back at the base. Beautiful base. Let's head back to the Nether. I should have probably waited to go to like the end last or something, but who gives that much thought into things? All right. So we'll keep going this way. That's the tunnel we just went down. And if we go down to the very end, this is heading south on the tunnel. We're going all the way to our southmost farm right now. And whoop. What we have here is our raid farm. So this raid farm, there's two parts to it. If you go up here, when you start a raid by coming here with the bad omen effect, it'll automatically start when you come through this portal with the bad omen effect. You let the first guys drop and you kill them so you can get hero of the village, and then you flip the lever and then they can drop down further and just die of fall damage because it's safer. And then they land here, their drops, they're going to hoppers, and just go here. This is where we get totems and saddles and ominous banners. And there's other stuff that it drops, but we just leave this stuff here because we don't have a use for it, right? We built this very early game. It was designed by Chapman on YouTube. And actually the next farm we're going to was also designed by Chapman on YouTube. Very, very close, just around the corner. This is our This is where we get Bad Omen. You can see over here, that's where the raid spawns in. So down that drop chute right there, underneath the ocean is where we were just standing to see the raid farm. And then here's where we had a villager outpost. You can see the square of it right here, right? We left the imprint on the ground. And we have golems in the center. The pillagers drop down, trying to get to the golems, and then they fall in and come up the chute. And then we can just smack them a little bit, you know? Boop. I don't want to get Bad Omen now, so I'm going to stop. And then you go back through the portal and you fly back over there, and you go back through over there. It's pretty sweet. We don't come here that often because we don't need totems that often. We always carry a totem on us and a spare totem here and 3 spare totems in the inventory for in case something horrible happens, because this Minecraft world is one of the most like important things to me. So we keep very safe. We keep very safe when we can, because this is a hardcore world and we have not died 7,001 days in now. I forgot to turn. So this turn right here is to go to our Blaze farm. If we hop down here, there we go, nice big drop. You'll actually see a little pixel art of a blaze. We have a double blaze spawner. You could probably see this well, if you were looking, you would have saw it from when we went out and flew out the entrance of our paths. You can see this, the blazes spawn in and fall down. There's some on that side and there's some on that side. And then the lava pushes them here to the center. You open this, you stand here with your looting 3 and you get tons of them. And we also have the blaze mob heads from Vanilla Tweaks. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. I am a huge fan of this blaze farm. If I could show you the outside, I would. We actually did a bunch of terraforming around it too to make it like look really nice, because it was entirely underground when we first started it. So we wanted to build it out of glass so you could like look out and look in. And we accomplished that. Oops. I don't know why I get out of the boat, but I do. So heading down this next tunnel, this goes, excuse me, Bodhi? Please let me out. Okay, well, he'll be back. He'll be there when we come back. This goes to our spawn chunks. So first thing in the spawn chunks is our iron farm. This is a Logical Geek Boy design. We only built half of it though. There's supposed to be 8 spawning platforms. We only built 4. But you can hear the death pouring in, and we have tons of iron backed up into here. And it actually fills from both sides simultaneously because there's 2 different kill chambers. We also get tons of poppies, and then whatever poppies come after that get turned into bone meal on both sides. So it's pretty amazing. Then over here is our shulker shell farm. It's actually off right now because there needs to be at least 2 shulkers inside of it. We have the one shulker here that never gets damaged and never, you know, interacts with other shulkers, and he's the one that gets hit by the snowman to spawn in others. But the problem is there's supposed to be like, you know, 20 guys out here at all times getting aggro from him, but somehow they all died off. We have spares. Let me see if I can point to them. Yeah, we have spare shulkers there that we have in boats that we could bring and kickstart this, but I'll head down to the bottom and show you why I'm not too worried about it. I don't think we need to kickstart it because that's 18 shulker boxes full of shulker shells right there. Plus we have a bunch in the base. So if we need more shulker shells, we got them. We got them. You see all the rails here from transporting shulkers around and stuff. Ooh, this is actually an egg farm. I almost forgot about it. You know, this gives us eggs. These are all completely full. So I'm just gonna take them. And we'll put down 4 more shulker boxes. We used to use these eggs for wither roses, but we don't use them for wither roses anymore because we have a wither rose farm, like a proper one. This next build you see here is my insane moss farm. So this moss farm currently has everything here filled up to the brim with moss, and it will shut itself off when it's full. But we added beneath the moss collection some bone meal collection, and we just emptied this. This was all completely full, and we were getting a little low on bone meal, so we came here and emptied all of these and got ourselves like 4 shulker boxes of bone blocks. So that's gonna replenish itself and turn itself off again. I actually plan on releasing a YouTube video going over how this farm works, but this is a raised works design module for a moss farm, and we went and built it 4 times, and the combined speed of all 4 of them actually is enough to outputs enough moss to be faster than the speed of hoppers. So we actually have a regulator in here that turns one of them off and on repeatedly until, you know, to get the right speed. And it's really awesome to have this in my spawn chunks because it means it's always running. All of these 3 farms are always running, except for that because we obviously have it turned off. But we're always farming iron, we're always farming moss until it turns off, and we're always farming shulker shells until it turns off. So, and eggs. Hey, look, I told you this boat would be here waiting for us, chat. Oh, and there was Nether Cow. You saw him for a split second. Nether Cow. Okay. Then, continuing heading north, there's going to be another tunnel offshoot. Oh, this one's completely new, chat. We don't even have a tunnel dug this way because it's really not going to be a tunnel. This is our current project. This is the Wither Skelly farm. We're digging a perimeter. You can see here, how, that's mini HUD that shows me where I need to dig. And let me show you what we've done. We have some spare dogs here that we actually need, but we have a fully operational Wither Skelly farm to get us wither skulls. Okay, I don't want you to shoot at my farm. Please don't. Okay. We can head down here and move the dogs back, and the wither, and also turn on the piston pushers there. Look, you see him pushing in now. It's gonna just start shoveling these guys down to us. This is a kind of unique design that I have. I took elements from several people's Wither Skelly farms. Logical Geek Boy, Ill Mango, and Your UAV. I took designs from all of them and mixed them together, and came up with this extremely efficient double intersection farm. And we get a bunch of drops from it. We get shulker boxes of bones, shulker boxes of coal, which we collected recently, and then Wither Skelly skulls. So 19 on that side, 4 on that side. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. But we're actually going to be digging a perimeter. Let me turn that on for you again. Oh, let me grab more rockets first. More rockets. We're getting pretty low. Oh, getting XP. All right, rockets. Going back. So we're digging a perimeter, and you can see it here, this blue wall that's not real blocks. It's just there to show me a guide. Oh God, direct hit. Dang, gassed. All of this is going to be mined from bedrock ceiling to bedrock floor, and then chat and I have been brainstorming some pretty cool ideas for what we're going to make the inside of this perimeter look like. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Ow. I was trying to turn this off. It didn't work too well. All right, so let's get up out of here. All right, boom. So So yeah, we just started the perimeter dig. So we got to take all of this down all the way to Bedrock. And we continue on, going north. Another turn happening. There it is. When we turn down here, the first thing we run into down this hallway is our old and unused piglin barter farm. This one simply had 6 piglins in it. You would dump the gold in here and the chests would be down there. I think this room looked great for a starter thing. We built this very early, but it just couldn't keep up with the demand of how much gravel I needed. But we did use it for a long time. Then here, if we go up this tunnel, we get our gold farm, zombified piglin gold farm. We can stand here, whack the piglins. Their drops get picked up through the honey and go into an insane collection thing. This is designed entirely by Nembom, I think. And then we had to put our own storage underneath where all the gold comes to. We get zombified piglin heads galore. And then, oh, this is facing the wrong way. Let's fix that. There we go. Now it's a double chest. And then all the gold nuggets go in here. We break the chests and use the crafting tables to craft it in mass. It's pretty amazing. I love it. Gotta fall again. And then continuing down this tunnel, there's one more farm at the end. This is a work in progress farm, and it was a work in progress last tour. We have not gotten to it yet, and I kind of want to hope to get to it soon. But up through the bedrock. Oh, I guess over here you can see what the gold farm looks like from the outside. We stand here, the storage is there. It all looks enclosed, but it's actually just a big floaty thing above the roof. This is our ghast farm. You could probably see ghasts coming in. Oh, I tried grabbing. Oh, yeah, if you watch it, you can see ghasts spawning in and going through the portals. You can see it's not finished yet, and this isn't even anywhere near the build height, and we do want to take it probably all the way up to the build height. The build height is where that glass box is. So we can stand up in this glass box, and that means nothing underneath the bedrock roof will spawn, and we'll have the entire mob cap spawning within our ghast farm. And we can get gunpowder extremely fast that way. Some people might argue that creeper farms are better, but I decided to go this route for gunpowder. We have the obsidian and we have the other stuff. So ghasts come through and die here on witheroses and suffocation. And then it's going to be completely empty because we just did a harvest on it, but the gunpowder comes through to here. So it's pretty great. There's a lot of failed attempt portals, and I want to make like a proper portal entrance to not have to go through the farm, but like this is great. I'm gonna turn these all into shulker loaders, by the way, and like stuff like that. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sweet. Yes, because we do things massive, and this is indeed a massive farm. These are huge portals, and there's tons of them. All right, let's head down. So heading back through, passing the stuff that we're just looking at, onto our last little bit here. Turning right, heading north. It's not that far, though it felt extremely far when digging this tunnel, because that tunnel spans like 2,000 blocks from its northmost to southmost point, and it's our main nether highway. When we jump through this portal, you're gonna get to see something wonderful. There it is. This is our slime farm. I did mention that I am a slime, a pink slime, and we here have our slimy throne, and we can watch it rain slime balls while we have an 8-chunk slime farm running in the background. So, oh, if you look over here, you can actually see how fast the slime is coming in. The slime going through the wall here is the actual slime coming from slimes dying on the sides there. Because this is 4 chunks deep and then 2 chunks wide, and all 8 of those chunks are slime farm, or slime chunks. So they get attracted over to iron golems on the side, and then they fall down into the soul campfires. There's a ton of hoppers under there, and we have that waterfall will turn off, save a little bit of lag, but we get tons of slime balls from it. About half this thing is full, and we just acquired that from like actually building like this room that you see. Like, we built the farm and then we built this room, and all of the slime balls here we got in the time that it took us to build this room. So it's pretty great. It's pretty great. But I don't think I've missed anything, and I think that is the entire world tour. So yeah, if you like this video for our 7,000 day world tour, it's day 7,001 now, drop a like, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and consider coming over and following on Twitch. Maybe we'll burn another diamond for you in your honor. Well, you and 24 of your homies. So yeah, let's wrap this up, and stick around for another 4 to 6 months. We'll do the 8,000 day world tour, and I can't wait to show you what new things pop up.